The Erie tourism industry is hoping for a rebound starting next month after a very difficult 2020.
Difficult indeed, but restaurant owners are hoping that too, especially for ones that rely on tourism to turn a profit. They need dollars coming in. And our Isaac Petcash is now joining us after hearing from tourism expert and restaurant owners. So, Isaac, do they expect maybe a busy summer ahead?
Mike and Eva, they do expect a busy summer, but the question is how busy? You know, the tourism industry, it works with large parks and it works with things like the water and other amusement parks, but it also needs the restaurant industry to survive. Similar for the restaurant industry. So the two of them rely on each other, and the question is, how much will they be able to get this summer? We asked Visit Erie's John Oliver if there was anything he'd like to see better off come summertime that would help the Erie tourism industry thrive.
Well, you know, I think restaurants, that hopefully we can continue to lift some of these mitigation.
He says restaurants are a driving force in determining the industry's success. This year, it's what he's most fearful about.
Still of a concern is that the largest segment of the unemployed in this community continues to be those in leisure and hospitality.
I don't want to write the book. I'd rather read the book.
Dave Litz, owner of Sloppy Duck Saloon, has been essentially unemployed for 7 months. That's how long it's been since his restaurant was last open. And he says simply increasing capacity is not what will help get back profit.
75% for this location, indoor seating, doesn't help me at all.
But great weather and tourism will. How much of your business comes from tourists?
Being on the bay, I'd say in the summertime, 70%.
Litz is confident that tourism will actually help to aid his business this year, but he doesn't think it's going to happen in ways that you'd expect. Rather than people coming from afar to Erie, he thinks people will have more of what's called a staycation, so the locals will support local business.
And last year, believe it or not, Ohio closed down. We had a surge. People from Ohio, Allegheny County, New York. I think this year will be a replica of last summer if the weather cooperates, and possibly setting up to be one of the best summers. On a 1 to 10, maybe a 3.
Litz says a busy tourist season isn't just a lifeline, it's a necessity. It's what he and other owners rely on to make it through each year.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely depend on them every summer.
And this summer's no different?
The summer is no different. Probably more important this summer.
So we know, of course, the staycation necessary to patronize local businesses if you're a local resident, but also one of the things Litz told us about was the fact that he needs the Canadian border to open as well. Residents of Canada coming down to Erie to maybe shop at the Mill Creek Mall and then stop by his or other restaurants for a bite to eat. That will help both aid the tourism industry and aid the restaurant industry as it's been suffering, like we said, during this pandemic. At the Storyteller tonight, Isaac Petcash, Erie News Now.